Namaskaram Sadhguru. You have mentioned about Patanjali writing and now yoga at the beginning of Yoga Sutras. But you have also mentioned that Krishna said yoga stha kurukurmani, that is first establishing yoga and then do the work.
What's that kurukurmani? Yogastaha kurukarmani.
I am confused if I should follow Patanjali, wherein I enjoy the material world and then start yoga, or to follow Krishna, wherein I start yoga first and then be involved in the world. Please advise.
Looks like a lot of people are happy because they think they have found a loophole in the morning sadhana. There is no loophole. Well, according to scholars and historians, Patanjali approximately is anywhere between 2000 BC to 3000 BC. That means he's around 3000 to 3500 years ago. Krishna is over 6000 years ago. So you must listen to Krishna first. Yogastaha kurukarmani. And then you must practice Patanjali. The significance of these statements are the nature of human life and intelligence and ability to grasp things, ability to remember, ability to imagine is such. You have been given a vivid sense of memory and a fantastic sense of imagination, which no other creature has. Their memory and their imagination is related just to their survival process. Beyond that, they're very minimal. But this one creature has been given this because this is supposed to evolve without actually going through real situations. This is supposed to evolve by looking and experiencing other people's experiences. From that itself, this must evolve. Because if you did not have this ability of memory and imagination, if you had to go through everything yourself, all the possibilities of life, and now yoga, believe me, you won't come to now yoga in a million years. It's just that by looking at somebody else's life, another person's experience of life, another person's pain, another person's suffering, you must learn. You don't have to go through all those things. If you're thinking, I will go through everything and then I will say now yoga, you're supposed to sit here, in 10 minutes, you can go through everything that can happen in anybody's life. That much mental capacity has been given to you. You have heard of Gautama the Buddha, he just went for an evening stroll. He saw an old person, a sick person and a dead body, and he made up his mind to leave what? Whoever is asking this question, I don't know whether you're just living on 2 t-shirts or 4. To give up his kingdom, a young wife, a child, all the pleasures of the palace and walk away. That's all it took, an evening walk. Just one sick person, one old person, one dead body. This all it took. This all it takes for an intelligent human being. That's all, everybody has this intelligence. But they use their intelligence to come up with this kind of… They want to find a loophole. How can I fail in my life? Their focus is so absolute. How can I succeed in my life? No, their focus is not there. How can I deviate and fail in my life? Well, if I do not pursue liberation, if I do not pursue spiritual process, am I a failure? Yes, as a life you are. You may be a social success. But see, the virus will level down your social success, your financial accumulations. Suppose you got infected, suddenly all this won't mean anything, maybe you'll go to the best hospital and die. That's about it. That much privilege you have, that you may go to a better hospital than a poor man. I'm not saying anything against your wealth or well-being. All I'm saying is, the fundamental priority in life has to be life itself, not accumulations, not social dramas and psychological dramas that you're having. So, when you use your intelligence to find a loophole, oh, you will find one, because after all, it's your mind. After all, it's your mind. You're not finding a loophole in the existence. You will not. You will find a loophole in your own thinking and in your own psychological framework. That's easy, it's full of holes. It's full of holes. There's no problem to fall down. If you want to climb up, see, it's a boboa tree, wonderful, huh? I saw this tree in Australia, but then I thought it may not grow here. But then I went to Rameshwaram, there's a huge boboa tree where about 10-15 people can sit on it and have a meal. Lot of picnic, those who do picnic go and sit on top of the tree, on the stem of the tree, and the branches go up like that. And they can… 10-15 people can sit and eat and whatever, have a picnic. When I saw that we must plant one, people said, Sadhguru, this, that. But we planted one here and it's grown wonderfully well. But the problem with the tree is, if you want to climb that tree, it doesn't give you enough handle to hold. So now if you want to go up this tree, you will have to do this with enormous care and awareness. Going up the tree, there was a time if I see a tree, the tallest branch, I have to be there. Not going there anymore, but it was like that. But if you want to climb this, you will see it will take so much awareness and so much… Well, physical strength is one thing, but just physical strength won't take you there. It will need a certain level of observation and care to go up. But if you want to just fall down, it is so simple, really, because the gravity is with you. Gravity is always working for you to bring you down. So, it's always like this. If you want to evolve into a higher space, there are challenges and challenges. But if you want to sink, that's simple. Well, it will lower the quality of your life, but you will always find company at that level also, and you will think everything is normal. See, wherever you settle down, at whatever level of life you settle down, you will find a certain company and you think it's normal. Well, you go and stand in Tamil Nadu, even during the shutdown, the Tasmac is still open, the retail store for alcohol is still open, because it's run by the government. In a very safe and secure way, it is kept open. One should drink that. Anyway, everybody will keep social distancing with you. So, those who gather there to drink, if you see them, you will see on this road, if you drive, certain people would have fallen on the street unconscious by 6:30 in the evening. You think he's fallen, but he thinks he's high. Yes That is the whole thing about life. He has fallen on the street, you think, oh, he has fallen. But he thinks he is high. And he has a company of people who all think it's high. Slowly their numbers are becoming larger than yours. You better be careful. Because that will become high and this will become low. Because it's a democratic process. When the numbers increase, that will be the real thing. Already their numbers are fast overtaking everybody. The normal person means you must be drinking and smoking. Otherwise, what kind of a human being are you? But now the virus is telling you, if you've been smoking, we'll get you. So, you know, these things have happened to me. People… one of my friends just meets me after some 25–30 years. And in school, we were just buddies. I had not seen him, he's become a chartered accountant something. I am just getting into my car and myself, and this guy also has parked his car next to me, he's getting in, like a cigarette dangling from his lips and like that he's become. I call him by his name and say, hey, looks at me like this. He doesn't recognize me initially. And then I call him by his, one goof name we had for him in the school. So I call him, you goof. Then he recognizes me. Oh, they told me you become a guru. Whatever. And then like this cigarette, what, you put this in, you don't smoke. He pulls out his cigarette packet, you don't smoke. I said, no. You don't drink? I said, I drink water. In his mind, something abnormal has happened to me. Totally abnormal. Because I don't smoke, I don't drink, I've given up life. You renounced everything. What? Smoking, drinking, nonsense you were doing. So, you must understand, wherever you fall, there you will have your own kind of company and you will think you're normal. So, to make this life reach to its highest potential on all levels, takes effort. So if you are thinking, if you are misunderstanding Patanjali and thinking, I will try everything on my deathbed, I will try yoga, all the best. Because when there is… already many of you rigor mortis is setting in. As a child, how flexible you were, slowly becoming like this. You can't even sit down on the floor. See, I cannot walk without a stick, means you're crippled, isn't it? I cannot sit without a chair, also is a crippling process. But that's considered normal cripple. So you want to be a socially accepted cripple, it's up to you. I'm talking about life as a standard by itself, not social standards. This life, how does it want to be? Does it want to smoke from its ears? Hello? Does it want to smoke? This life doesn't want to smoke. This life, does it want to live or be knocked down? This life wants to live. Because you don't know how to deal with yourself, you're finding these kind of outlets. So shall I try all those things and then do yoga? By the time you do all those things, you may be absolutely unfit to do any yoga. So that's not what Patanjali is saying. He's saying use your brains, use the faculties that nature has given you to try everything. Trying everything does not mean today you first go and stand in queue at the Tasmac shop. There also social distancing, they put circles. And then you will go into 6 months of drinking, then liver problem for another 2 years, then little transplant, but now you have to try smoking. Like this you will try one thing after another, one thing after another, and then one day you will do yoga, and now yoga. No, You must sit here like Gautam Buddha did not get old, did not get sick, nor was he dead. He saw just an old person, a sick person and a dead body, and that's it. That's what Patanjali is telling you. Yogastaha kuru karmani. I don't think I have to tell you, but establish yourself in yoga and then act. This means, without knowing some sense of union with what's around you, if you act, you can only be destructive. There's simply no other way. If there is some sense of union, you will walk gently upon this planet. If you think you are alive all by yourself without the help of anything around you, then you'll walk like a bloody fool. That's what is happening to humanity right now. Now they're little conscious because of the virus. In a negative way, they're conscious. If you are established in yoga, that means yoga means union, you have some sense of union with everything around you. Now when you act, your actions will be inclusive in nature. If human action is not inclusive in nature, it is best that we bless them with incompetence, because competence is the problem. I keep going back to this example, people tell me, Sadhguru, please don't talk about him, he's very dangerous for you. But I think he's dead, he's not dangerous for me. Some people have kept him alive, that's a different matter. Adolf Hitler. See, he's a man of enormous capabilities. Only problem is not inclusive, exclusive. See what terrible things he does. We need that kind of capability, but with inclusiveness. If every human being had the capability that he had in terms of organization and inspiration and whatever, and they were inclusive, what a fantastic world we can create. So when you're not inclusive, when you're not yogastaha, then we bless you with incompetence, because competence becomes dangerous. Human competence has become dangerous because it's exclusive. If human beings are inclusive, then any amount of competence will work for our well-being. Right now, our own competence is working against our well-being. So,